Let's dig a little bit deeper into this one. The undefeated Thatcher Eagles get eligible. They're 6'3", 190-pound junior Jack Courtson tonight. He had to sit out the first 5 weeks of the season for transferring to the Thatcher High School from Wilcox. So he did not win his appeal, so he has fulfilled his 5-game suspension, so he is eligible tonight here against the Pima Rough Riders. He played quarterback at Wilcox. I'm not sure we'll see him in the quarterback spot right away here for the Thatcher Eagles. He was lined up at wide receiver in pregame warmups and defensive back, so I think that's where we'll see him at tonight. For the Pima Rough Riders, they get a couple of kids back. Manny Rivera has not played all season. He will be taking over for Emilio Molinar, who was out tonight with an ankle injury. Also, Dawson Brzezinski. Those of you that follow basketball know how good Dawson is on the basketball court. He is making his football debut tonight as well. He's wearing number 98 for the Pima Rough Riders. And also making their appearance for the first time this year is number 10, Alec Judd, the sophomore, who is healthy. So Pima's got a few guys that haven't played either. They do have Jacob Whitaker, their starting quarterback, who can really wing the football all over the field. They list him at 6'2", 180. I think 180 might be a little bit light for him, but he can really throw the football all over the field, and he's got some receivers to throw it to. If Thatcher does have a weakness this year, it's their defensive backfield. It helps with Jack Courtson getting eligible and gives them some height, 6'3", in their defensive backfield. So we'll see. That's kind of the difference. Here's the difference in the game. Is Jacob Whitaker going to have enough time to throw the football to his receivers down the field? Or will the very good Thatcher defensive line get to him before that point? That's what's going to happen tonight. I mean, that's going to be the difference in the ball game, in my opinion, here tonight. We're just about ready for kickoff. They're doing some homecoming festivities here before this one, so we'll take another time out here on the Open Loop Energy pregame show. We'll be back for kickoff here from EAC right after this. That's Second.
Lining up the captains for the Rough Riders, number 32, Trey Thompson, number 12, Josh Whitaker, number 13, Ryan Lewis, number 1,
10 seconds.
Gutierrez.
5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome back here to Eastern Arizona College. The Air Methods LifeNet helicopter has brought in the game ball with the Thatcher Eagle mascot. And that has been a tradition here in the Gila Valley the last couple of years. They do it over at Safford High School as well. They do it here at EAC for the Thatcher homecoming. So the game ball is being brought in from the Thatcher Eagle mascot. I hope they don't trip onto the track right here. We'll take this slowly. Play-by-play of the mascot running off the track. Let's get back to the football game. Captains lined up for the Thatcher Eagles tonight. Our senior quarterback, number 2, Tyler Roebuck, is 6'1", 210-pounder. Also number 21, Shane Cook, a senior, 6'2", 190-pound defensive end and running back. Number 38, Jordan Herbert, a 6'2", 210-pound senior. He did not play last week at Morenci. He's a little banged up. And number 31, Leighton Alder, a senior, 5'10", 175 pounds. Now for the Pima Rough Riders captains tonight, they will be quarterback number 12, Josh Whitaker, 6'2", 180. Also number 32, Trey Thompson. He's 6 foot, 150-pound wide receiver. Also number 13, Ryan Lewis, a 5'11", 175-pound senior. And number 1, Frank Gutierrez, a 5'10", 165-pound senior as well. Ryan Lewis is a state champion wrestler as well at Pima High School, so very athletic for him. And his dad is the new interim town manager, the town manager at Pima. So if Sean's listening, hi, how are you? Former co-worker, former colleague of mine at the radio station. So happy to see him over there at the town of Pima now. Should be a good one. We've got a packed house. If you're still in your car waiting to get in, I hope you brought your lawn chair, because there are no seats available left in the stands. You're going to have to sit on the ground around the outside. So if you're in your car just out here on Stadium Avenue waiting to turn in, just grab that lawn chair. You're going to need it. The captains are meeting at midfield. The coin has been flipped. Looks like the Rough Riders have won the toss, and we'll see what they have elected to do. Kind of a mixed officiating crew. 3 of the guys I recognize on the officiating crew tonight. 2 of them I do not. So that's as far as I know. So we'll see. As the Rough Riders won the toss, they have elected to receive. So they want to put their high-powered offense on the field first, and I don't blame them. That is where they're going to win the game tonight. If they're going to win the game, Pima's going to have to outscore Thatcher, and they're going to have to do it on the offensive end, as this capacity crowd is ready for some football. Pima is coached by Jace Hancock, assisted by Chris Matthews, Aaron Motes, Paul Mitchell, Travis Hawkins, and Cecil Evans. The Thatcher Eagles are coached by Sean Hinton, assisted by Ramon Morales, Russ Jones, Cade Kelleher, Luke Ochoa, Fernando Henry, Danny Batrod, Jason Underwood, Ryan Conrad, Jack Kortzen, Doug Dunlap, and Craig O'Donnell. And we are ready for some high school football here from John Mickelson Field at Eastern Arizona College. We'll be on the road tomorrow night in Yuma as Eastern Arizona College travels to take on the number 2 Arizona Western Matadors tomorrow in Yuma. So we've got a full weekend of football for you. And then Monday night, we've got the Cardinals here on KETO. Also, congratulations to the Thatcher Eagles. Today they were presented with the 2A Don Stone Award from the AIA. And that has to do with sportsmanship. And the AIA was in town to present it to them at their assembly earlier today over at the high school. So we're set to go. The Eagles kicking team is lined up from left to right. Going back deep to return for the Rough Riders are guys with white jerseys with light yellow numbers. This is going to be fun tonight. It looks like number 20 Manny Rivera and number 32 Trey Thompson are back deep for the Rough Riders. Other games in action tonight, Morenci is taking on St. John's. We'll have a score from that one. And also Safford is on the road at Florence. We'll have complete score updates for you tonight from both of those. So set to do the kicking for Thatcher is number 6, Daniel Willish. So Willish kicks it away high but short. Will be fielded by Rivera at the 11-yard line. Head straight ahead across the 20, across the 25 up to the 27-yard line, and that's where the Rough Riders will take over first down and 10. So it will be first down and 10 for the Pima Rough Riders as quarterback Josh Whitaker leads the offense out onto the field. Whitaker leads his team onto the field, breaks the huddle, and sprints to the line of scrimmage. They'll send 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the top of the formation. Whitaker will go under center with 1 back in the backfield, moving right to left on the opening play of the game. Takes the snap, going to hand it right up the middle to the fullback who makes his way up to the 29-yard line. That will be number 16, Brendan Hughes on the carry. A pickup of 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 7 for the Pima Rough Riders from their own 29-yard line. 1 receiver to the top of the formation, 2 to the near side, 1 back in the backfield as Whitaker goes under center. 4-man front for the Eagles. Takes a snap, back to pass, looks, has time, now lets it go deep down the right side, and it's a jump ball caught at the 44-yard line. And the flag comes in, but who was that on the far side? Trey Thompson with the reception. It is going to be pass interference on Jack Courtson, the Thatcher Eagle defender. That is a 28-yard pitch and catch down the field to Trey Thompson. And so we'll see it looks like it's going to be pass interference on the Thatcher Eagles, and that's going to be the first long pass. Yep, it is pass interference on Thatcher, so they're going to decline that penalty, and it will be a first down on the reception. And that is what we wondered. Was Whitaker going to have time to throw the football? And he did on that play. So first down and 10 for Pima at the Thatcher 38-yard line. 1 receiver right, 1 to the near side. Whitaker in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, back to pass. He's going to roll out of the pocket. He's going to be hit and sacked this time as number 31, Leighton Alder, in there for the big sack back at the 46-yard line. That's a big loss on the play. It's a 10-yard loss. So it will be second down and 20. And so Whitaker had time on his first drop back, but on the second he was swarmed as soon as he turned and looked down the field. And it will be second down and long for Pima from their own 46-yard line. 10:39 to play here in the opening quarter. No score, Pima and Thatcher. 1 receiver to the top, 1 to the near side. Backfield behind Whitaker as he goes under center. Looks like Manny Rivera, the deep back. They're going to toss it to him going to the right. Gets a block, lowers his head, and he's going to push forward up to the 49-yard line. He lost the football, and they're going to say a pickup of 3 on the play. The officials say the ball was on the ground, or did the Eagles pick it up? They did. Rivera on his first carry of the season fumbles the football after he picks up 3, and it will be first and 10 Thatcher at the Pima 49-yard line. So Rivera hadn't played all season, first carry of the year. He coughs it up, and the high-powered Eagle offense gets it in Pima territory. First down and 10. As quarterback Tyler Roebuck will come under center with a full house backfield behind him. Courts into the top of the formation. Moving left to right. Takes the snap, going to run the option, gets it off to Courtson. He's going to throw, and he is hit and sacked inside the 40-yard line. They try a trick play right off the bat to the backup quarterback Courtson, and he's going to take a huge loss right at the 40-yard line. So that's going to be a 12-yard loss. So Jack Courtson, as quarterback, will take that sack, and it will be second down and about 23 yards to go. A little razzle-dazzle for Thatcher to start. Second and long, full house backfield. Hard snap count. Now they're going to hand it to the deep back coming to the near side. Cutting into the outside is Quentin Turley across the 45 and taken out of bounds near midfield. He's going to get a 10 of those yards back. It'll be third down and 12. Now for the Thatcher Eagles. Alec Judd with the tackle, the sophomore on the near side for Thatcher. After Quentin Turley picked up 10. Full house backfield. And flags before the snap. And we'll see what that is going to be. Offsides. Offside on Pima. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Rough Riders. So it'll be third down and 7 yards to go now for Thatcher at the Pima 45-yard line.
37.
So 3rd and 7 for the Eagles. They'll go 2 tight ends. Now they'll split courts into the near side. Full house backfield behind Roebuck on 3rd and 7 at the 45. Hard snap count, takes the snap. Going to hand it to the deep back coming to the near side. That's Turley. He spun sideways, and he's not going to have the first down. He picks up 3 to the near side. Tackle made by number 36, Jacob Whitaker, 6'4", 220-pound middle linebacker for the Rough Riders. So it'll be 4th down and a full 2 yards to go. Thatcher offense staying on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive of their offensive series. 9:10 to play, first quarter, no score. Full house backfield behind Tyler Roebuck. Goes under center. Hard snap count, takes the snap, and he's going to run the option left side, and it's going to be close. I don't think he got there. He didn't get there. A yard on the play for Roebuck, and it's going to be a turnover on downs back to the Pima Rough Riders. What a defensive stand there by Pima, as he did not get it there, and they're going to, they're going to say, I thought they were going to bring out the sticks, but they're going to say, I don't think he got there. Pima gets the ball back on 4th down. Are they going to bring it out and measure? They are. The officials are going to bring the chains out to measure. From this angle, it doesn't look like Roebuck got there. I think it was a broken play. Roebuck tried to hand it off to a running back to the near side and then turned and just kept it himself and went left. And he was brought down right away, so they're going to bring the chains out and measure. He didn't get there. And it's going to be a turnover on downs back to Pima from their own 38-yard line. So both teams have turned the ball over on their opening possessions of offense. 8:50 to play here in the first quarter. No score between Thatcher and Pima. We welcome those of you joining us on YouTube tonight. Welcome to the broadcast. 1st down and 10 for Pima from their own 39-yard line. Whitaker sends 1 receiver to the near side, 1 to the top of the formation. He's in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Sends a man in motion, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, going to roll to the right. Whitaker keeps, and he's tripped up. He's going to dive forward and get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Shane Cook there to make the tackle, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Whitaker not known for his running abilities. He really can throw the ball well, and they tried to keep him on the ground there. And he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd down and 10 for the Rough Riders. Both teams have had a possession. Both teams have turned it over. Dawson Przinski splits to the near side. Looks like Trey Thompson to the top of the formation. Whitaker in the shotgun. Takes the snap, back to pass. Looks to the near side. Going to throw it deep for Przinski. It's a jump ball, and he can't get there. He's guarded one-on-one by Jack Courtson. Both those guys are making their season debuts, and it's incomplete. 3rd down and 10 for the Rough Riders. Courtson got right up in the face of Przinski and was hassling him all the way down the field and was able to stay with him. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Rough Riders as Brendan Hughes brings in the play, the sophomore running back. End of the Rough Rider huddle. 3rd and 10 from their own 39-yard line. 1 receiver to the near side, 1 to the top of the formation. Whitaker in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion, takes the snap, back to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket. Now he turns and throws across the middle, and it's dropped by Quentin Turley. Nearly an interception, but a flag on the play. Thrown by the umpire, usually in the area of holding. If it's a hold on the Rough Riders, I'm sure that Thatcher will decline it and make it 4th down. So they're going to talk to the Thatcher captains. And a hold against the offense. They will decline it. It will be 4th down. This official having a hard time getting the signals right tonight. So it's 4th down and 10. And is Pima going to punt it? Or they've got their quarterback still on the field, but he also doubles as their punter. So he will stay in the game to kick it away. So now Tyler Roebuck drops deep for the Eagles, as Whitaker will kick it away. Kick it away, high kick, chases Roebuck back to the 23-yard line. He fields it there, gets a block, heads to his left. has another great block, heads down the sideline, and he is brought down at the 38-yard line. And if you're Sean Hinton, you really don't want your starting quarterback returning punts, but Pima lined up like they were going to go for it before they kicked it, and so Roebuck just dropped back all by himself and did a decent job of returning the kick. So Thatcher gets it first down and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
Eagle ball, 37-yard line.
And Roebuck in the offense back out onto the field, moving left to right. 7:47 to play here in the first quarter. No score between Pima and Thatcher. Roebuck sends two receivers to the near side. That's Trace Goodman and Jack Courtson. Split backs in the backfield behind Roebuck on 1st and 10. Hard snap count. Now takes the snap. Fumbles it. The ball's on the ground, and Roebuck got it back. No gain on the play for Roebuck. It'll be 2nd down and 10. So the Thatcher Eagles having trouble with the exchange. And it will be 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. They go no huddle. Split backs behind Roebuck. Hard snap count. Now takes a snap, hands it to the first back through the left side across the 40 to the 41 to pick up a 4 on the play. I believe that was Quentin Turley on the carry. It was not. It was 24, Trevin Clark on the carry. Brought down by the front line. That's Silvero Huanduraga. 6'5", 270 on the defensive line for the Pima Rough Riders. So it'll be 3rd down and about 6 yards to go for the Eagles from their own 42-yard line. No score, 6:47 to play here in the first quarter between Pima and Thatcher. One receiver to the top of the formation, split backs behind Roebuck. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Now the lefty throws deep down the left side and batted away. What a defensive play back there by the Pima defensive back. That was number 16, Brennan Hughes, who batted that ball away masterfully, and it falls incomplete. It will be 4th down, and Roebuck will drop back to punt it away. So Judd, it looks like Judd back deep to return the Roebuck kick. Snap is back, pressure comes, the kick is away off the side of his foot, goes left towards the sidelines, and Pima will field it at the 16, and that is it. Ill-advised decision there by the Pima returner. Looks like Judd. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for Pima from their 16-yard line. S&S Carpet Cleaning score update from Florence. Florence leads Safford 8-0. Florence goes 75 yards on a handoff and goes for 2 to lead 8-0 over Safford. That's S&S Carpet Cleaning. They clean carpet, tile, and upholstery. 965-0003. S&S Carpet Cleaning scoreboard update. Pima takes over 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line. Two receivers to the near side, one to the top of the formation. Whitaker will go under center with one back in the backfield. Takes the snap, going to hand it straight ahead to the fullback, who powers his way forward up to the 19-yard line. A pick up a 3 on the play as the handoff went to number 36, Jacob Whitaker. And it will be a pickup of 3, so it'll be 2nd down and 7. Is Shumway there to make the tackle for the Eagles? The light yellowed numbers on the white jerseys, very hard to read from this far away. At Pima High School, I have no problem. It's a little bit closer, but here I should have brought some binoculars. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for Pima from their own 19-yard line. One receiver to the top of the formation, eye backfield behind Whitaker. Takes the snap, going to toss it to the near side. Looking for the edge, spins out of trouble, jumps over another defender, and then is pulled down at around the 22-yard line. That was number 10, Alec Judd. He picks up 4, and it will be 3rd down and short. Shumway and Javen Montoya in there to make the tackle on the near side. So it'll be 3rd down and about 2.5 yards to go for the Rough Riders. 5 minutes, 10 seconds to play here in the first quarter. No score between Pima and Thatcher. Pima with the football from their own 23-yard line. Two receivers left, one receiver to the top of the formation. Whitaker in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Takes the snap, back to pass. Throws it to the near side, has a man wide open and overthrows Braden Brown, the intended receiver. And Whitaker took a shot by Justice French as he let it go. And it will be 4th down, and Pima will probably punt it away deep in their own territory. Justice French, the defensive end, came in unblocked. Braden Brown had beat his guy off the line of scrimmage on the near side, but Whitaker just overthrew him, and it will be time to kick it away for the Rough Riders. They will send Roebuck back to return it. Once again, he'll stand near midfield. Jacob Whitaker will punt it from his 15-yard line. Wind is whipping into the face of Whitaker here in the first quarter, about 15 miles an hour, as he gets ready to kick this one away. The snap is back. The kick is away. It's a high, short kick. Roebuck will fair catch it and then fumble it. That's a loose football. And it's being recovered by the Pima Rough Riders at the 36-yard line. That was a mistake by Roebuck trying to field that one on the run. Bounced off of his chest, and Braden Brown is there to recover it for the Rough Riders. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Thatcher 36-yard line for the Pima Rough Riders. Now the Thatcher coaching staff is asking, did he touch it? And the official said, yes, he did. So it will be 1st down and 10 for Pima at the Thatcher 37-yard line.
They will take over at the 37-yard line.
We'll see Whitaker and the offense stay on the field. That ball knuckled in the wind as Roebuck was trying to field it, and it just bounced off his chest plate and recovered by Braden Brown. 1st down and 10 for Pima. Whitaker goes under center, I backfield behind him. Hard snap count, movement up front, and it'll be encroachment on the defense as number 70, Quentin Mack, jumped into the neutral zone, so that's a 5-yard penalty against Thatcher. And it will be 1st and 5 now at the 32-yard line for the Rough Riders. 4:44 to play here in the first quarter, no score. I backfield behind Whitaker, receiver to the near side on 1st and 5. Takes the snap. Whitaker just going to keep it himself. Powers his way forward and inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. That's going to be enough for a 1st down to pick up a 6 on the play. And 1st and 10 for the Pima Rough Riders as Quentin Turley came up to make the tackle. So it'll be 1st and 10 Rough Riders at the Thatcher 25-yard line. One receiver to the near side. Now make it a tight end as well. Offset eye in the backfield behind Whitaker. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking for Brown deep in the end zone. He's wide open and he incomplete, but a flag comes in, and it's going to be pass interference on Trace Goodman. Goodman got beat down the far sideline, and he had to grab onto Brown at the goal line, so it's going to be pass interference against the Thatcher defense, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty against Thatcher, and it will be 1st and goal for Pima. So pass interference on the Eagles. They will mark it off from the line. Now Sean Hinton is halfway onto the field wanting an explanation. And they will move the ball down to the 12-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and 10 at the 12. As they move the chains. And the officials having a hard time getting on the same page tonight. The guy wearing the white hat is taking his time to get things in place, and now he winds the clock with 4:20 to play here in the first quarter, no score. 1st and 10 from the 12 for Pima. I backfield behind Whitaker. Takes the snap, hands it left side to Judd, and he's hit at the line, and maybe a yard. That's it for, check that, that was 16. Brennan Hughes. 16 and 10 look an awful lot alike, so it's Brennan Hughes that picks up a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9 at the 11-yard line for Pima. Pima sends Trey Thompson to the top of the formation. I backfield behind Whitaker as he goes under center. Whitaker takes the snap, tosses to the near side to Manny Rivera, who's hit and is spun sideways, and maybe loss on the play is Shumway there to make the stop. That's going to be a loss of 2 on the play for Manny Rivera. And it will be 3rd down and 12 now for the Rough Riders. 3 minutes, 15 seconds to play here in the first quarter. No score. Pima has it at the Thatcher 12, 13-yard line. As Aaron Judd comes into the lineup for the Rough Riders with the play call. He'll send Thompson, Judd, and Przinski all to the right. Braden Brown to the near side. Empty backfield. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Looks right. Lets it go. He completes it out of the backfield to the tight end down to the 10-yard line. That's Dylan Jones with the reception. He'll pick up 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And I'm pretty sure that Pima is going to go for it here. Jordan Herbert with the tackle. It'll be 4th down and about 8 now for the Pima Rough Riders. And the Pima Rough Riders going to want a timeout to talk it over. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Pima nothing. Thatcher nothing. We'll be back after this timeout. Now he's got Judd flanked to his right in the shotgun. Now they audible and put Judd out wide. 4 wide receivers. Whitaker takes the snap, back to pass, looks right, now throws left, and it's caught. Touchdown, Pima. Braden Brown on an 11-yard touchdown pass from from Josh Whitaker. And Javen Montoya was on the coverage, got beat inside, so it's an 11-yard touchdown pass to Braden Brown, and the Rough Riders take the lead here over the Thatcher Eagles with 2:23 to play here in the first quarter. It was Whitaker to Brown from 11 yards. And now the offense stays on the field to go for 2. 1 receiver right, 1 left. Whitaker goes under center with 1 back in the backfield for the 2-point conversion. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, going to hand it around the right side to the fullback, and is he in? Didn't get there, just stopped just short. That was 36, Jacob Whitaker, who couldn't get in. The 2-point conversion fails with 2:23 to play here in the first quarter. It's Pima 6, Thatcher nothing. We'll be back after this timeout. Five, 4. Welcome back here to Eastern Arizona College. Pima leads at 6-0 over the Thatcher Eagles with 2:23 to play here in the first. Whitaker boots it away. It's a line drive fielded at the 11-yard line by Quentin Turley. Across the 30, the 35, at the 40, cuts it to the outside at the 45 and down at the 47-yard line as he's brought down from behind by Aaron Judd. And Turley nearly found a seam, and good field position for the Eagles right near midfield. They're going to mark it right at the 48-yard line. 2:13 to play here in the first quarter. 6-0 Pima on top. The Thatcher offense trying to get things on the right track. They'll send Goodman to the near side and Jack Courtson to the top of the formation. Split backs behind Tyler Roebuck, going left to right at the 48-yard line. Takes the snap, going to run the option to the near side, hands it to the first back inside the 40. Are out of bounds at the 40. That's number 32. That's Brock Jones, who's going to pick up 12 on the play and enough for a first down before he's flung out of bounds by 32, Trey Thompson. And that's just the veer off to the right side. And it will be first down and 10 for the Eagles at the 40-yard line. One receiver left, one right, split backs behind Roebuck as he goes under center. Takes the snap, going to run the option to the near side again, hands it off to Jones, bouncing off tacklers all the way down to the 31-yard line. A pickup of 9 more for Brock Jones. Brought down by Alec Judd
8 yards, second down
for the Thatcher Eagles. They go no huddle. One receiver right, one left, split backs behind Roebuck. Pima really packing it in. They got 8 guys in the box as Roebuck goes under center. Takes the snap again to the near side, hands it to Jones. He's got the first down and more, down to the 25-yard line. A pickup of 6 more, and enough for a first down for the Eagles. And Judd there to make the stop again for the Rough Riders. And this is what Thatcher does. They're going to run the same play until you can stop it. And that's 3 plays in a row and a first down for the Thatcher offense. They'll send Courtson and Javen Montoya to the near side. Split backs behind Roebuck on 1st and 10 at the Pima 25-yard line, trailing 6-0. Roebuck under center. Hard snap count, no movement, takes the snap, hands it to the first back through. That's Quentin Turley, who spins his way down to the 22-yard line. A pickup of about 3 on the play. Make it 4 for Quentin Turley. And it will be second down and 6 now for Thatcher. And they'll probably get one more play in before the end of the half, as there's 24 seconds to get the play off. Trace Goodman into the lineup with the play call. Courtson splits to the left. Goodman splits to the near side. Split backs behind Roebuck on 2nd and 6 at the Pima 22-yard line. Roebuck takes a snap, back to pass, looks left, throws it deep towards Courtson, and he's going to be interfered with. And that's going to be pass interference against the Pima Rough Riders. That looks like number 20, Manny Rivera, who was called with that. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty against the Pima defense, and Thatcher should have it 1st and goal after that penalty. Rivera got turned around. The ball was thrown behind Courtson, and he went to turn to get it, and Rivera just tackled him. And it will be, we'll see where they mark the football. They are going to mark it at the 10-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal at the 10-yard line for the Thatcher Eagles. 1.1 seconds to play here in the first quarter. And will they wind the clock after that? They will. And they're not going to get a play off. That's the end of the first quarter here at Eastern Arizona College with the score, Pima 6 and Thatcher nothing. We'll be back after this full timeout.
From 1977.
For the Thatcher Eagles. They're playing the top hit from 77. That's funny. Split backs behind Roebuck on 1st and goal at the 10. Hard snap count, now takes it, going to hand it right side to Turley. Nope, fumble on the play, picked up by Pima. Tyler Roebuck had it knocked out of his hands, and Pima recovered it at the 17-yard line by number 1, Frank Gutierrez. He had a strip sack and fumble recovery, so the Eagles had it first and goal at the 10 and turn it over, and Pima gets it right back. They lead 6-0 and get the ball back 6 seconds into the second quarter. The Rough Riders have dodged a bullet there. It will be 1st and 10, Pima from their own 18-yard line. Moving left to right, leading 6-0 here over Thatcher. Braden Brown splits to the top of the formation. 2 receivers to the near side, looks like Judd and Thompson. Whitaker in the shotgun with looks like his brother to his right. Man in motion to the near side, takes a snap, back to pass, look downfield, and throws behind his intended receiver, Jones, in the flats to the near side. It will be incomplete at the 21. He was covered by number 7, Jack Courtson, so a couple of 7s on that one. 2nd down and 10 for Pima. Second down and 10 for the Rough Riders, who lead at 6-0 here over Thatcher with 11:49 to play in the first half. 1 receiver to the top, 1 to the near side. Double wing backfield as Whitaker goes under center. 10 sends a man in motion, going to hand it off on the fly sweep going left to number 16, Brennan Hughes, who spins off a couple of tacklers and then is planted by Jordan Herbert to pick up just a yard on the play. And it will be 3rd down and 9 for the Rough Riders. Definitely a passing down here for Whitaker and the offense with 11.5 to play in the first half. If you're Pima and you get a turnover from Thatcher, the last thing you want to do is go 3 and out. Aaron Judd into the lineup with the play call. On 3rd down and 9, taking a long time in the huddle. He's going to have to hurry to get the play off. 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the near side. Whitaker in the shotgun on 3rd down and 9. Man in motion to the near side, takes the snap, back to pass. He has time, throws it deep down the near side to Thompson. He's got it in stride down to the 40-yard line. What a pass. That's 20, 30. That's a 40-yard pass to Trey Thompson to the near side. Jack Courtson got beat deep, and it will be 1st down and 10 for Pima down at the Thatcher 40-yard line. Now Shane Cook talking to the line judge on the near side saying, hey, I'm getting held. And sometimes that helps, sometimes it doesn't. So 1st down and 10 for the Pima Rough Riders at the Thatcher 40-yard line. And I mentioned how good of an arm Whitaker has. You've seen it a couple of times tonight. He really throws the ball well. Brown splits to the top of the formation, 2 receivers to the near side. Whitaker sets in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Takes a snap, back to pass again. Looks right, throws left this time for Brown. He's got him, and it's batted away by Trace Goodman. That was a perfect throw by Whitaker. Brown had beaten Goodman, but at the last second, the closing speed of Trace Goodman broke it up, and it will be 2nd down and 10. That ball's going 50 yards in the air out of Jacob Whitaker's hand. I'm sorry, Josh Whitaker. His brother's Jacob. They both start with J's. That's confusing to a guy. So 2nd down and 10 for Pima at the Thatcher 40-yard line. 10:26 to play here in the first half. 6-0, Pima on top. I, for one, didn't think it was going to be this low scoring of a game this late into it. 1 receiver to the near side, 2 to the top of the formation. Whitaker in the shotgun with Trevor Przinski to his left. Takes the snap, back to pass, looks right, now steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. He's got some room, lowers his head, still on his feet, inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line, and a pickup at 13 on the play for Josh Whitaker, and a 1st down for the Pima Rough Riders. He doesn't run often, but he picked his spot there and had plenty of room and picked up the 1st down. Jordan Herbert there to make the tackle. So 1st and 10, Pima at the Thatcher 28-yard line. 10:06 to play here in the first half. 6-0, Thatcher on top. Dawson Przinski running on late with the play call. Pima going to have to hurry to get this one off. And now Josh Whitaker says, hey, we're missing a guy. And he's going to make the play call and have to sprint to the line of scrimmage. About 5 seconds to get the play off. 1 receiver right, 1 left. Whitaker in the shotgun. On 1st and 10, takes the snap. Back to pass, and he's flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to break a tackle. Still on his feet, throws it deep towards the end zone, and there's nobody there. He threw that 55 yards off his back foot through the back of the end zone, and a flag on the play. Josh Whitaker's clapping like it's going to be against the Thatcher Eagles. And the referee is pulling out his little black book, so we'll see who that's going against. Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty against Thatcher and an automatic first down for the Rough Riders. There's not a mic on the referee, so we don't know who that is against. But the ball will be inside the 20. They're still marking it. They're going to move the ball down to the 14-yard line. First down and 10 for Pima at the Eagle 14-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Rough Riders. And we've got to wait for the referee to go back and pick up his flag back at the 42. Pima has one receiver to the near side. Now make it two to the near side as they break the huddle. Whitaker will send Brzezinski to the top of the formation. He's in the shotgun. So three wide receivers. Whitaker in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Takes the snap, back to pass, looks to his right, throws left, jump ball to Brzezinski in the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete. And here comes a late flag after the play, thrown by the referee. So it was intended for Brzezinski in the back of the end zone. It will fall incomplete. So it's going to be a hold against the Rough Riders. The referee showed it to the other side of the field, though, so I think he's there. He's holding on the offense. So that's going to be a 10-yard penalty against the Thatcher Eagles. That'll move the football back to the 33-yard line. So it's going to be first down and 23 yards to go now for, against the Pima Rough Riders, a 10-yard penalty. Another score update. Castile leads Sholo 21-0 at the end of the first quarter in that one. So it'll be first down and forever for Pima at the Thatcher 33-yard line. Moving left to right. Whitaker in the shotgun. Takes a snap, back to pass, looks downfield, lets it go. It's batted away and incomplete. As Brock Jones got a hand on it, they were looking for Braden Brown across the middle, and it will be second down and 10. The Eagles drop back into a zone defense there, and Brown had got past the initial defender, Goodman, but Brock Jones was there to bat it down, so it will be second and 10. Or excuse me, second and 25 is what they're calling it for the Rough Riders. They lead at 6-0 with 9:20 to play here in the first quarter in the battle of Thatcher and Pima. One receiver to the top of the formation, one to the near side. Whitaker in the shotgun with Brzezinski to his left. Takes the snap, back to press. Pressure comes, rolls to the near side, lets it go, completes it. Out of the backfield to number 10, Alec Judd, who's hit immediately by Breton Dodge, and it's going to be a loss of 3 on the play, so a completed pass for -3 yards to Alec Judd, and it will be third down and 28 yards to go now for Pima. So they set up a screen, and they completed it to Judd to the near side, but number 20, Breton Dodge there, the sophomore, was there to take down Judd as soon as he caught it. So it'll be third down and long for Pima. 8:45 and counting to play here in the first half. 6-0, Pima on top. Two receivers to the top of the formation, one to the near side. Whitaker in the shotgun with his brother to his left. Takes the snap, back to pass, looks left, throws left, and overthrows the intended receiver by about 12 yards. I guess he was intended for Judd in the flats, and it will be fourth down. And probably a go for it down here on 4th and 28 at the 34-yard line. So the Rough Riders, it's really no man's land, but Pima wants to talk about it. 8:27 to play here in the first half. It is Pima 6, Thatcher nothing. We'll be back after this timeout. Play here in the first half, 6-0. Pima on top. They face 4th down and 28 at the Thatcher 34-yard line. Moving left to right. And Pima going to go for it. One receiver left, one receiver right. Whitaker in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Whitaker takes the snap, back to pass, pump fake right, now throws left, deep down the left side. He's got Brown, and it's incomplete. Incidental contact, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Brown and Goodman got together and fell down, but it was incidental contact, so the incomplete pass will turn it over.
Eagles, first down.
So it'll be 1st down and 10, Thatcher from their own 34-yard line. $8:20 left in the first half. Thatcher trying to at least tie it up before halftime. As Roebuck will send 2 receivers to the top of the formation, split backs behind him, moving right to left from their own 34. He goes under center. Long snap count, takes the snap, going to hand it off right side to the first back through. Trevin Clark will be hit and spun around. He picks up 2 off the right side for the Thatcher Eagles. Trevin Clark is a speedster. Last week against Morenci, he took an option pitch and went down the right sidelines like a blur for a long run. Fastest I've seen this year. Roebuck takes the snap, hands it off to Shane Jones, hurdles a defender, gets it across the 45 up to the 48-yard line. A pickup of 10 on the play for Shane Cook, and it will be 1st down and 10 for... It will be 1st down and 10 for Thatcher from their own 48-yard line. Split backs, receivers either side. Roebuck goes under center. Takes the snap. Going to run the option right side. Hit immediately. No gain on the play. Is Ryan Lewis there to make the tackle? Is Shane Cook. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10 at the 49-yard line. Ryan Lewis in there to make a big hit. 7.5 minutes to play first half. 6-0. Pima on top of Thatcher. 1 receiver to the near side. 1 to the top of the formation. Split backs behind Roebuck. Hard snap count and movement up front, and Pima's in the neutral zone. That's on 52, Trevor Przynski, the 5'11", 205-pound sophomore. And the officials are going to come together. Now the referee and the umpire are going to talk it over. It looked like it was clear. It was a clear encroachment call on Pima, but now they're going to talk it over. I'm not sure what they're talking about. Now all 5 of the referees are going to come in and talk it over. So we'll see what they talk about. And here is the call. Encroachment on the defense, which is what everybody from up here saw. And so it's going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Thatcher Eagles at the 46-yard line. Thatcher sends 1 receiver to the top of the formation, 1 to the near side. Split backs behind Roebuck on 2nd and 5 at the 46. Hard snap count. Now going to run a counter right side to Clark. Hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Pickup of a yard on the play. Ryan Lewis in there on the tackle again for the Rough Riders. Ryan Lewis is really seeing the Thatcher running backs well. That's 2 tackles in a row there for Ryan Lewis. 3rd and 4 for Thatcher at the Pima 44-yard line. 6:45 to play here in the first half. Pima leads at 6-0. Courts into the top of the formation. Montoya to the near side. Split backs behind Roebuck. Takes the snap. Going to run the option to the near side. Hit immediately and dropped is the first back through. Brock Jones. A gain of 1 on the play.
Jones.
And that is it. Brought down by 68 Connor Pipo.
That looks like Mr. Amadero.
Also Alex Madero in there as well. 4th down and a yard. They're going to take the snap, hand it off right side, and not going to get there. Depending on the spot, Brock Jones takes the handoff. Pima thinks they stopped him, but the official on the far side gave him a favorable spot. They're going to have to measure it.
Check the spot.
They're going to have to check the spot. And they're going to bring the chains out and measure it. Thatcher tried to steal one and go quick, but Pima was ready for it and caught Jones. So Jones is going to get a yard on the carry, but we're going to see if it was a yard in the nose of the football. That's what he needed to get a first down, and they're going to bring the chains in from the far side of the field. 6:07 to play here in the first half. It's 6-0 Pima on top as they bring the chains out. Sean Hinton hurdles the chains as they bring him past him. So they bring it out to the near hash. And they're going to spread out the chains. And he didn't get there. It's going to be a turnover on downs for the second time tonight. Wow, what a defensive stand by the Pima Rough Riders. Twice tonight, the Thatcher Eagles tried to go quick on fourth down, and twice tonight Pima has stuffed them. And Pima will get the football back at their own 42-yard line with 6:07 to play here in the first half. And here comes number 50, Tyson Hawkins, the junior, limping his way back onto the field. Looks like he got retaped that right ankle. He's the starting center. He's an important part of the offensive line for Pima. So 1st and 10, Pima from their own 42-yard line, leading 6-0 with 6:07 to play here in the first half. 2 receivers left, 1 right, with Whitaker in the shotgun. Takes the snap, back to pass, looks to the near side, throws it over the head of the intended receiver, Trey Thompson. And here comes a late flag. It's going to be unnecessary roughness on Jack Courtson.
Pass is incomplete.
That's a late hit on Jack Courtson, and it looks like it's going to be 15 yards against the Thatcher defense. Courtson a little fired up playing his first game of the year. And now the umpire and the referee talking it over. So now the referee's going to give us the signal here. He's still yet to give the signal. He's just kind of wandering around aimlessly. Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty against the Thatcher Eagles. And the home fans don't like that call. They show their displeasure with the boos. So 1st down and 10 for the Pima Rough Rider at the Thatcher 43-yard line.
Down to the floats immediately. Float drivers down to the float. 1
receiver right, 1 left. I backfield coming up in 6 minutes. We'll have the Arizona Dodge halftime report. Here with this one, I backfield behind Whitaker. Takes the snap, going to hand it right side to the second back through. Slips 1 tackler, but then that is all as far as he goes. And that was number 10, Alec Judd on the carry. He got a yard. That's it. Jordan Herbert there and Shumway to assist. And it will be 2nd down and 9 for the Rough Riders. So 2nd down and 9 for the Rough Riders. 2 receivers left. They'll send number 32, Trey Thompson, to the near side. 3 wide receivers, Whitaker in the shotgun. Takes the snap, back to pass, has time, looks left, throws deep left side. He's got a man open. It's in stride inside the 15 down to the 9-yard line. Manny Rivera. That is a pickup of 34 on the play. It'll be 1st down and goal for the Pima Rough Riders. Trace Goodman got beat deep again off the far side. Manny Rivera came out of the backfield, and a timeout called by Thatcher. And Sean Hinton is all the way past the numbers wanting to talk to the referees. 5:09 to play here in the first half. It is Pima 6, Thatcher nothing. We'll be back after this timeout. College. The lone reason for that timeout was Thatcher head coach Sean Hinton to talk to the guy wearing the white hat. It'll be first down and goal at the 10-yard line for the Pima Rough Riders with 5:09 to play in the first half. Safford did just get on the board down in Florence. Florence leads it 25-7 over the Safford Bulldogs. Here at 6-0 Pima. I backfield behind Whitaker, receivers either side. He goes under center. Hard snap count and movement on up front. We'll see what the call is. And I think it is going to be false start on the offense. So a 5-yard penalty against the Pima Rough Riders. We'll move back to the 15-yard line. So first and goal at the 15 for Pima. 5:09 to play here in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll have the Arizona Dodge halftime report with complete stats and scores from this one. One receiver left, one receiver right. I backfield behind Whitaker on first and goal at the 15. Takes the snap, going to hand it to the second back, and not much room to run at all. Maybe a yard down. Nah, they're not even going to give him a yard. That was Alec Judd on the carry. So it'll be second down and goal at the 15. No gain on the play.
I think that was Aaron Judd on the carry.
4:45 to play here in the first half. 6-0 Pima leads, but they've got it second and goal at the 15-yard line. As Alec Judd brings the play into the huddle. Rough Riders taking a long time to get the play called as Braden Brown comes out of the lineup to the near side. Whitaker rushing his guys to the line of scrimmage. One receiver to the right. 5 seconds to get it off. He goes under center, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, back to pass, looking for the corner of the end zone, jump ball, and his receiver fell down. That was Trey Thompson who got turned around and fell down on the fade pattern, so it'll be third and goal at the 15 for the Rough Riders. Coverage over there by a combination of Courtson and Brock Jones.
At halftime, the floats will be coming around the track.
So it will be third down and goal at the 15-yard line for Pima with 4:11 to play here in the first half. Brown splits to the top of the formation. Thompson to the near side. Double wing backfield. Whitaker under center. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Looks deep, rolls right, throws it deep into the end zone. Got a man wide open, and he turned and backpedaled and fell. Dylan Jones was wide open, but instead of turning and running for it, he decided to backpedal and tripped. It'll be fourth down and goal at the 15-yard line for the Pima Rough Riders. Whitaker showed nice movement out of the pocket that time and threw well on the run. And Pima's going to take their final timeout of the half. 4:03 to play here in the first half. It's Pima 6, Thatcher nothing. We'll be back after this full timeout. Pima has it fourth and goal at the Thatcher 15-yard line. Two receivers to the near side, one to the top of the formation. Whitaker in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Whitaker takes a snap, back to pass, looks down the field, flushed out of the pocket, lets it go deep. It's a jump ball, incomplete as it goes off the goalpost and out of bounds. So that's going to be a turnover on downs. Back to the Thatcher Eagles from their own 15-yard line with just under 4 minutes to play. I'm not sure that I don't try to kick a field goal there, because if you're Pima and make a field goal there, you're up 9-0. But now you give the ball back to Thatcher with just under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Plenty of time for Thatcher to go the length of the field. They take over from their own 15-yard line, trailing 6-0. Montoya splits to the near side, courts into the top of the formation. Roebuck goes under center with split backs behind him, moving right to left. Takes the snap, going to run the option to the near side, pitches it back to Quentin Turley, who cuts it up inside, up to the 20-yard line where he's pulled down there. A pickup of 5 by Turley, brought down by Frank Gutierrez, and it will be 2nd and 5. That ball nearly got to the ground. Turley had to go down and get it at the last-second pitch from Roebuck, and a good pickup and a good tackle there by Gutierrez. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for Thatcher from their own 20-yard line. 3.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Goodman splits to the top of the formation. Courtson splits to the near side. Split backs behind Roebuck. Takes the snap, going to run the option right side, hands it off to Cook, and he is going to carry the pile across the 25 to the 26-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 6 and enough for an Eagle first down. And now Cook headed off to the far side with what looks like an injury. He's kind of limping. He's got the cramp skip. If you know, if you've ever had a cramp in your leg, that's the skip he was doing. So it's 1st and 10, Thatcher from their own 26-yard line. 3 minutes to play here in the first half. They trail 6-0 to Pima. One receiver to the near side, one to the top of the formation. Split backs behind Roebuck as he goes under center. Long snap count. The senior takes the snap, goes right, hands it to the first back through, who's hit at the line and twirls his way forward for a pickup of 3 on the play. And that was 32, Brock Jones on the carry. And it'll be 2nd down and 7. There hasn't been that much running room for Thatcher between the tackles here in the first half of this one. We'll get you complete stats at halftime on the Arizona Dodge halftime report coming up in about 2.5 minutes. One receiver to the right, one to the left, split backs behind Roebuck. Takes the snap, back to pass, looks to the near side, fires, and dropped by Courtson at the 35-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Courtson, the intended receiver, he was defended by Manny Rivera. Courtson is 6'3", Manny Rivera maybe 5'6". So definitely a mismatch, but Courtson just couldn't hang on to it. So it'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Eagles from their own 28-yard line. 2:09 to play here in the first half. Pima leads it 6-0 on homecoming here for Thatcher. Split backs behind Roebuck. One receiver to the top of the formation, tight end to the near side. Roebuck goes under center on 3rd down. Hard snap count and movement up front. And Pima was in the neutral zone. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Rough Riders. And Thatcher will have it 3rd down and 2. That's a costly penalty, as that was 78. Silverio Juan Duraga was in the neutral zone. It'll be 3rd and 2 now for Thatcher from their own 34-yard line. They got to get across the 35, almost to the 36-yard line to get a first down. Roebuck will huddle up his troops. Justice French, the center, will head to the line. Now comes the rest of the troops. One receiver to the top of the formation, one to the near side. Split backs behind Roebuck on 3rd and 2. Takes the snap, handed off right side to Shane Cook, and he's going to have a first down. He picks up 3 off the right side up to the 27-yard line, the 37-yard line. And it will be 1st and 10 for the Thatcher Eagles.
2 minutes in the half.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Now Thatcher's going to hurry up. One receiver right, one left, split backs behind Roebuck on 1st and 10 from their own 37. Takes the snap, back to pass, looks to the near side, throws it deep. He's got a man wide open, and Courtson tripped. Courtson just got tripped over the 50-yard line, and it will fall incomplete. Courtson says, "Hey, they tripped me," but I didn't see that. It just looked like he got his feet caught and fell down. It will be 2nd down and 10 for the Thatcher Eagles. That is definitely a mismatch if Thatcher can take advantage of it. I mean, 6'3" against 5'6", you'd take it any time for the Thatcher Eagles. One receiver right, one left, split backs behind Roebuck on 2nd and 10, 1:46 to play in the half. Roebuck, hard snap count, going to take the handoff, runs the option right side. Fumble on the play, it's loose. It's still loose, and it's going to be recovered by the Pima Rough Riders at the 22-yard line. Another Roebuck fumble, and this time Pima has it 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. That ball was loose. It started at the 37-yard line, and all the way down to the 22 is where Pima will get it. And it will be 1st and 10, Pima at the Thatcher 22-yard line. 99 seconds left here in the first half. So we'll see what the Rough Riders can do here with 99 seconds to play in the first half and the ball at the Eagle 22-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Whitaker in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Takes the snap, back to pass, looks to his right, throws across the middle, and it's incomplete. Looks like he was looking for Judd across the middle, and he was double covered. Incomplete. And there's a flag back where Whitaker let it go. Personal foul. Nope, holding against the offense, so that's a 10-yard penalty against the Pima Rough Riders. So that'll back them up, make it 1st and goal all the way back. Where no, 1st and they're going to say it's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. That was going to move the football all the way back to the 42-yard line, and they've got to get to the 13. So what? 1st and 29 for the Rough Riders. So just like that, the Rough Riders out of scoring position, thanks in part to the holding penalty deep in the backfield. 94 seconds to play here in the first half. 6-0 Pima on top. 1 receiver left, 1 receiver right. Whitaker in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Now they split out Judd to the slot to the near side. Whitaker takes the snap, back to pass, looks down the middle, now throws it right side. He's got a man, and it's intercepted by Jack Courtson at the 17-yard line. So Jack Courtson got the wounded duck that Whitaker let go off his back foot. The first bad throw of the night for Whitaker, and it floated on him. And Jack Courtson, the 6'3 defensive back, picks him off at the 17-yard line. So Thatcher gets it back with 1:28 to play here in the first half, and another chance to at least tie it before we go into the halftime break. So 1st and 10 for Thatcher from their own 17. Roebuck sends 2 receivers to the top of the formation. 1 back in the backfield, looks like Brock Jones, as Roebuck goes under center. Takes the snap, looks right, pump fake. Now he's looking down the field, throws it deep. He's got a man wide open. Turley at midfield. He's gone. See ya. 30. He's at the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown. An 82-yard touchdown pass from Roebuck to Turley, and the Eagles have tied it up with 1:14 to play here in the first half. Turley got loose from the backfield, and nobody picked him up. 1:14 to play here in this first half, and it was Roebuck to Turley for 82 yards. And now we'll see if Thatcher keeps the offense on the field. They are. The Thatcher offense will stay on the field to go for 2. Tied at 6 with 1:14 to play in the first half. Turley just came out of the backfield. Nobody in a white jersey saw him, and Roebuck hit him perfectly in stride. Best throw of the night from Tyler Roebuck. Full house backfield. Roebuck goes under center on the 2-point conversion try. Pima pack in the box, takes the snap, going to hand it to the deep back, and he doesn't get in. 2-point conversion fails. 1:14 to play here in the first half. It's Pima 6 and Thatcher 6. We'll be back after this full timeout. Until halftime, it's 6-6. Thatcher and Pima all tied up. So Willits set to kick it away for the Eagles. Rivera and Judd, it looks like, back deep. It's a high, short kick. That's a live football, and Pima just gets on top of it. Judd coming to the near side, across the 30, the 35, down the sideline, and there's a flag down, and so is Judd at the 41-yard line. We'll see what they call back at the 27-yard line. There's a flag at the midfield as well. So there's 2 flags on the play. We'll see what they are.
See what we got going here.
So the officials will talk it over as we got multiple fouls on that play. Holding on the return team. Holding on the defense. They will offset, and Thatcher Pima will get the ball at the 41-yard line.
Either way,
so 1st and 10.
either we kick or we have.
Nope, they're going to offset, and they're going to make Thatcher re-kick. That's exactly what it's going to be. Nope, I don't think so. Is it going to be Pima ball at the 41? Because if they were both during the return, it's Pima's ball at the 41. It is. So it will be Pima's ball at the 41-yard line, 1st down and 10. With 1:08 to play here in the first half.
It's the penalties offset each other.
We're going to Kenny Smith, the PA announcer here, is trying to decide what they're going to do. He's trying to say that the penalties should offset each other and they should re-kick. But if both penalties happen during the play, I think the ball stands where it is. So they are going to say, there we didn't, those penalties didn't happen during the play, so they're going to take the ball back to
Let's go back to the result of the previous play.
try to re-kick it. So Willich will come back on to kick it for, nope, Justice French will do the kicking for the Thatcher Eagles at the 40-yard line. Judd and Rivera back deep for Pima.
1-4.
They're putting 1:14 back on the game clock. It's at 1:08 now, so 1:14 momentarily. Oh, that's 11:40. That's too much. 1:14. There we go. 1:14 back on the clock. My drum roll helped. So Judd and Rivera back deep. Justice French this time set to kick it away for the Eagles. 6-6 ball game, Pima and Thatcher. This kick is high and short again. Manny Rivera will field it at the 18-yard line. Heads to the near side, gets a blocker up the near side, across the 30 to about the 35-yard line. And that is where Pima will get the ball with 1:05 to play. Justice French, the kicker, comes in to make the tackle. That's always a nice part about having a position player being your kicker. He's going to go down and make a tackle. So 1st and 10, Pima from their own 35-yard line. Thatcher 6, Pima 6, in a low-scoring game, which I, for one, didn't see coming. I envisioned a good game, but I thought it was going to be a shootout. This is anything but. 6-6 ball game, 1:05 to play until halftime. Arizona Dodge halftime report coming up shortly. 3 receivers to the top of the formation, 1 to the near side. Whitaker in the shotgun all alone. On 1st and 10 from the 35. Takes the snap, back to pass. He's going to run the quarterback draw, and he's going to pick up a yard. That's it. There to make the tackle for Pima, or excuse me, for Thatcher was number 77, Sam Nicholas, the 6'1", 275-pounder. So the quarterback, Whitaker, will just pick up 1 after they spot the football. 2nd down and 9 for the Rough Riders. Try to spread out the Thatcher defense and run the draw, just not quite quick enough. 2 receivers left, 1 to the near side. Whitaker in the shotgun on 2nd and 9. Takes the snap, back to pass. Pressure comes. Whitaker sidesteps it, directing traffic, throws deep. He's got a man wide open on the run, and all the way down to the 10-yard line, incomplete. That is a 80-yard pass from Whitaker off his back foot. Justice French made him roll out of the pocket as he got there from the right side, and Whitaker just sidestepped him and just gunned it down the field. And Rivera just couldn't catch up to it. 3rd down and 9 for Pima from their own 36-yard line with 20.9 seconds to play here in the first half. Probably going to just see 5 jets down the field and see if Whitaker can hit one of them. That's pretty much what you do at this point before halftime, this far from the end zone. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the top of the formation. Whitaker in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Takes the snap, back to pass, plenty of time. Step up in the pocket, throws for Brown down the left side, and incomplete. Off of his fingers and drops to the turf. Trace Goodman over there on coverage for the Thatcher Eagles, and now it will be 4th down and 9 with 14.5 seconds to play here until halftime. Brennan Hughes into the lineup for the Pima Rough Riders. We'll have scores from around the state of Arizona, complete stats from the first half of this one, all coming up on the Arizona Dodge halftime report. In 14.5 seconds on the game clock. We'll see how long that actually takes to get there. 4th down and 9 for Pima from their own 36-yard line. 1 receiver to the top. Oh, they're going to line up to kick it away. So Whitaker going to drop back to punt on 4th and 9. Snap is back. Whitaker gets the kick. Oh, it's off the side of his foot and out of bounds. No, that's inbound still. And it will be down by Pima at the 36-yard line with 10.4 to play. So now Pima saying the clock stopped before they touched the ball. So it'll be 1st down and 10 Thatcher at the Pima 36-yard line. And that is, it was only about a 8-yard kick by Josh Whitaker. Got a little too excited on that one. So 10.4 seconds to play until halftime. Thatcher has at least 1 shot left at the end zone. Courtson to the top of the formation. Montoya to the near side with the tight end Leighton Alder. Split backs behind Roebuck. 5-man front. Back to pass. Roebuck looks downfield. Throws it back. Completes it to Turley with a lane of blockers in front of him down the sidelines. He's at the 20 and down to the 11-yard line, and the clock will expire. And that's the half. So that's going to be a pickup of 25 on the play to Turley, but it is now halftime with the score Thatcher 6 and Pima 6. We'll be back for the Arizona Dodge halftime report coming up right after this.
On behalf of all the boosters out there, we want to give a big thank you to all of our boosters, silver, gold, platinums. Tonight we're going to recognize a few of our platinum sponsors who have done so much for us. Looks like we might have some more time on the clock. Just kidding. We were hoping. All right, back to the boosters. We were hoping for a little more time there. Tonight we want to especially recognize a few of our platinum sponsors. First up, we'd like to recognize Anita Smith with Tierra Antigua Realty. Anita's been amazing. Thank you so much, Anita. If you need a home, I hope you look her up. Thanks, Anita. Also, huge shout out to LifeNet, who brought in our game ball and the mascot tonight. They're huge sponsors for Thatcher Boosters. Thank you, all of you, not just for what you do for Thatcher Boosters, but for the whole community. Thanks for keeping us safe. Next up, we have Coldwell McDougall Funeral Home. Huge shout out to them. They've been a massive booster for us. They've done a lot for us, including these beautiful plaques that everybody's been receiving. Hopefully, you don't need their services too soon. Next up, we have Napa. Napa is out here tonight. I want to huge shout out to them and then make you aware of a program they're offering, not just for Thatcher schools, but also for you Pima folks. They're offering 5% if you recognize, when you go purchase anything at Napa, just let them know what school district you'd like that to go to. And quarterly, they're going to give 5% of those proceeds to that school district. Huge shout out to Napa for that. And last but definitely not least, our wonderful meal that was provided for us tonight by El Charro, one of our favorite places in town. Thank you so much, El Charro. It was a wonderful dinner. Hope we frequent their place. Again, thank you to all of our boosters. All you do, you're amazing.
We have the floats coming around. We can have the floats go ahead and come on up to the stadium. It's been a lot of fun this week for homecoming. We appreciate the faculty, staff, all the way K through 12. Make this such a fun week. We're glad to see all of the alumni back. This year's theme was Peter Pan. And we have first up, this is the senior class. This is the senior class. If only they could fly. Next we have the juniors. Next here we have the junior class float coming around. Sophomore class coming up next. Here comes the sophomores. Juniors are right in front of you in the stadium. Sophomores, the never lost boys. And then the freshman class, tick-tock. So ladies and gentlemen, we've got second place, senior class, if only they could fly. First place, freshman, tick-tock. Third place to the sophomores. Royalty, if you are, will come out to the stadium, to the field. This year's nominations were Leighton Alder, Corinne Bryce, Aubrey Wright, Trenton Farron, Madison Farron, Shane Cook, Kayla West, Seth Dodge, Nicole Peterson, and Blade Martin. This year's Homecoming King and Queen, Queen Corinne Bryce, King Leighton Alder. Here comes the royalty. Okay, royalty, look at the stands and wave. Congratulations! All right, let's give a round of applause to the Thatcher Eagle Marching Band, led by Drum Major Amelia Bowman. The Eagle Marching Band tonight will be presenting their superhero show, Captain America, The Dark Knight, and Iron Man.
actually going to run out of space on the memory card. We're going to run out of space on the memory card.
Awesome. Music's on.